What's up guys, TheCampingRusher here. Welcome back everybody to another Fortnite video. Today we discuss a new daily free V-Buck trick that I'll teach you about in just a second, and then we go over all of the news that's come out in the last few days. I've been away for a few days in Dallas visiting my buddy Preston, Barney, and Keith. Preston's one of my good friends. I'm sure lots of you know him from YouTube, and he's one of my mentors. I've known him for a long time. I love that guy. Had a great trip. Let's jump into it. So first, Fire Monkey at 7:30 in the morning and 9:45 in the morning Eastern Time. Epic Games had starting putting some of the testing servers on 12.3, meaning 12.2 might be very close to completion if they're already working on the update after the next update. So again, we don't have confirmation. I'm ready for an announcement for tonight, tomorrow morning technically, for 12.2. This will confirm. We don't know. We've assumed it's going to be big daily or big weekly updates for this season of Fortnite, and this kind of backs it up because last week they were working on 12.1 and 12.2, just like Fire Monkey basically did this exact same tweet, and then within 48 hours 12.1 was announced. So they're already on 12.3. Doesn't confirm anything, but say this video gets posted by the time we get an announcement, I will pin a comment updating you guys if update night is tonight, because if it is, I will have 2 videos going out covering everything. Hopefully helicopters, man. I'm waiting for it. I'm craving it. And again, if you're excited for the next update and for Fortnite news in general, you're enjoying this new season as I am, touch that like button for me. Can we hit 10,000 likes on today's video? That would be super appreciated. And again, I'll keep you updated in the comment section if we get an announcement for tonight or tomorrow. Also, the Travis Scott cosmetic set entry was removed in 12.10. This is a little bit older of news, but I didn't include it in one of my last videos. Whether this means there is no cosmetics or not isn't really clear, but I mean it was in the files at some point. And yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really confirm anything. Just letting you know he's no longer in the files, but he was at some point. I'll keep you updated. Spadicy always giving us the cool little things that no other leaker does, and I don't really know how he does it, man. He's like this very low-key leaker. This tweet has 180 likes, but he always has something different. Here is a picture of the new foraged item that's coming soon. So we did discuss this. It's a honeycomb. It works similar to a mushroom. 5 HP, well, 5 shield or 5 HP, so it could be an apple as well. This is the I guess a picture. Well, this isn't from Save the World. I guess it is a Save the World looking model, but this is based on the Save the World model. So this is what it should look like when it comes out in the very near future. Also, Spadicy again, a new carryable item used in the infiltration LTM. It's kind of like propane tanks and snowballs, codenamed Intel Carry Object, while the briefcase model is named Shadow Briefcase. Here's a quick video showing it off. So there's a chance this could be the reformatted version of the Heist LTM or the Getaway LTM. But because remember, infiltration is different than the operations. However, we're still little, and remember, factions has turned into operations, right? There's a lot of confusing going on. This factions, this operations, Shadows versus Ghost LTM that's coming out soon. We know it's going to be an LTM, but based on some of this, it could be a bunch of LTMs where you're on the same team. So this infiltration could relate to it, and just another way that you can increase your shadow intel by playing that LTM, which we got a bunch of the pieces, but we haven't been able to put it all together yet. And as I always say, I will keep you updated as we know more about this, but something with this briefcase is coming, and that's what the briefcase is going to look like. I always say I'm going to keep you updated, so make sure you subscribe to the channel right now for me, so you don't miss any of the new updates here in the Fortnite world, especially if this season is going to be a lot more active developer-wise, which it seems it has been so far. Donald Mustard, agency and choice are such fascinating concepts, especially in the context of narrative. And of course, this was tweeted May 4th, 2019, so about a year ago, maybe about 10 months ago, right? We obviously know that Donald Mustard was referring to the season we are in now. And I like bringing up this type of thing to remind us how far this team plans in advance for the Fortnite seasons. And this is just one of the many examples. Donald Mustard is usually our our guy to go for these type of teases that are 9-10 months in advance. So yeah, they're always thinking, just keep in mind right now they probably already have season 13 planned, which is just, I mean, it's got to be that way for the type of storyline they're doing and the amount of content they do push out season over season. They got to plan in advance. So it's just, I know we give them a lot of grief sometimes, but it's impressive, man. And you know, we know they are working hard at all times, and we'd love to see it. This is one of the big things that was announced as I was leaving on my flight Friday morning. And it was this: with the improvements we've made to aim assist, we plan to remove the use legacy look control setting on March 13th. To use the new settings and maintain your legacy sensitivities, select copy from legacy in the controller options and toggle off use legacy look controls. So there's a countdown. I believe at this point, we're 3 days away. There's a countdown in game counting the removal of one of the aim assist settings. And I believe it's a nerf, but at the same time, the other aim assists are still good, I've heard, right? I'm not a controller player, so I do get a little confused, but Legacy, all of them have certain advantages, I believe. Hype Night, just so you know how Hype Night works, if you don't, it's similar to how they did the recent Hype Nights. I think they started this last season or the season before, where there's 2 Hype Nights, right? There's Friday and Saturday between March 6th and April 25th. There's these the solo Hype Night games. I wish there was a duos one, man. I'm not a big solos guy, but I'm gonna have to grind these for sure at least a couple weekends to get some easy hype and get into champions before our next announcement, which is FNCS, of course. But the first one, Friday, there's no bus fare, and you go in, and here's what you get. If you're top 1%, you get 500 hype. Top 50%, 125, and then you can see everything in between. So that's there's no risk and smaller reward. In comparison to the Saturday one, this is more of a challenge, as there's a higher risk but a much higher reward. In this one, you pay 300 hype bus fare for the opportunity to win even more hype than normal. So you jump in, it's 300 hype bus fare for the entire tournament, and here are your prizes now. This is for Saturday. Top 1% is now 1250 instead of the 500, and top 50% is 300 instead of the 125. Now keep in mind, this means that you got to look at it as the top 1% would be 1250 minus 300 technically, because you've spent 300, so it'd actually be 950 hype. But 450 more hype for pulling off top 1% is a lot better. So there's that high risk, high reward. Now if you get top 50%, you win 300 hype, which is technically 0. And I know most of you get that, but just to explain the difference in them, if you're going to spend the hype bus fare that in that tournament, you're going to want to do better than the top 20%, because if you don't make 50%, you're losing out on hype, but that's part of the challenge, right? That's what makes it fun. So I'm going to be grinding that. Hopefully we'll see some gameplay. I'll try my best to keep my cool, ladies and gentlemen. Solos is hard, man. Solos takes a toll on me. Well, I think I'm sitting at like 2,300 points in arena, so I haven't played too much, and I'm loving the low arena right now. I've had some good games that hopefully you've been enjoying. I think today's a team rumble, though. I got to get some more gameplay over this week. But next announcement here regarding competitive is FNCS Chapter 2 Season 2 begins March 20th. It's duos, and it's open to everybody who has reached Champion League and Arena. Thus we got to get there pretty quick. So yeah, again, I'll be playing both Hype Nights this weekend, I believe. And in this one, the difference is for this season of FNCS, there will be 2 tournament tracks, one for players on PC and one for players on console and mobile. Each track will have equal prizing and their own champions. Keep in mind, this is mission critical. Your duo partner needs to be in the same platform group. So PC has to play with PC, and console and mobile have to play with each other as well. Of course, in the end, the top scoring duo players on the series leaderboard will go into the season finals, plus the ones that qualified just by placing high, whatever that is, top 6, top 4, depending on your region, right? And then you combine for a big season finals. It should be super fun to watch. I'm glad we've got some competitive back. It's funny that they announced this right after Call of Duty Battle Royale was announced, right? They were definitely waiting, man. You know they were. And lastly here, ladies and gentlemen, from Fire Monkey, I thought this is what we talked about at the start of the video. Mini fun fact. If you were to do your Save the World dailies every day for a single year, you would end the year having gained 18,250 free V-Bucks. And this tweet, like 1.6k likes for Fire Monkey is a lot. So people were hyped about this. So I wanted to share it with you as well. And here's the math. 1 day equals 50 V-Bucks, not including zone-related missions, which can give up to 100 V-Bucks. 365 days in a year is, and then you see the math there. So with more missions, you can get even more V-Bucks than that. And he even adds that if you were to include daily login rewards plus the V-Buck missions he talked about there, you'd be able to gain a lot more than just the daily rewards. So that's a minimum if you did it every single day. And then you can also re-roll your daily. So if you don't like your current quest or want to try for a better V-Buck reward, you can. So it's very cool. And again, someone replied, it's not free. You have to buy Save the World. Yeah, well, Save the World costs $40, and $40 is about, what, 4K V-Bucks? So you are still profiting like a madman. So if you want free V-Bucks, and I'm even thinking about it, man, because I haven't played Save the World. That's why I kind of need someone to explain this to me. And that is a lot of free V-Bucks. I had no idea it was that amount, because that is... That's something else, man. That is absolutely something else. So I thought I would share it with you. And 18's the minimum, minus 4K if you want to kind of count that in there, which I guess you should. So you're in that 14,000 free V-Bucks over a year range. That's not bad. That's a lot more you get from buying the battle pass every season for even 3 or 4 seasons a year, right? But I thought I'd share that with you. Let me know what your thoughts are. Have you ever done this? Do you do the daily Save the World? And do you reap your benefits? Do you enjoy the benefits? Is it worth the time? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you're Save the World master, we would love to hear. And yeah, other than that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you everybody for watching today. I appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Touch that like button on your way out. Take care. Talk soon. Goodbye.